We visited Pikes Peak near Colorado Springs, Colorado in the spring of 2014 and drove to the top. If you would like to get notices when I post again, be sure to subscribe right here. Just click on that button. It is almost 3 miles high, and it's part of the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains. The drive to the top is 19 miles long. It has a little over 600,000 visitors each year, and one of those visitors wrote a very famous song. Katherine Lee Bates was standing here looking around when she decided to write America the Beautiful. As we're leaving Salida, we notice in the downtown park there's deer out feeding. This seems to be a day for wildlife. We'll see a herd of alpaca that is being raised for their wool. And there's a herd of pronghorn antelope that are wild. Next we come to a domesticated herd of buffalo. And then to round out our animals, there's a coyote wandering through the fields. And now we've finished driving around Pikes Peak and it's time to go up it. As we head up, we pass the North Pole, a theme park for Santa Claus. It's not open this time of the year. And then it's time to go around the bend and we're ready to pay our toll and head up. Right now, the top is closed because of the wind, but it will open up before we get there. There are two ways to get to the top. One is the Cog Railroad, riding it up. And then the other is to drive up along the 20-mile-long road. We chose the latter, but we're not going to be racing up it like they sometimes do, because this often happens when they race up it, and that's not going to be us. The early portions are relatively flat and in wooded areas, not too scary right now. During our stop, we see a yellow-bellied marmot. And then we see a warning sign for another creature that sometimes is seen in this area. Then we keep heading on upward, but not at too steep of an angle yet. Now we come to Crystal Creek Reservoir and its beautiful setting. It's kind of low right now. And now we start to get our first good look at Pikes Peak itself. Way up there on the top, you'll be able to see the trading post. And that's where we're going to be going, right in the center top of the picture. We've been gradually getting higher, as you can see from this picture. Looking back into the valley, I've climbed a pretty good ways, but now the road's about to start getting much steeper. This is the place where the race starts, and also you can see they'll check tires here on the way down to make sure they're not overheated. Even at this time of the year, there's still enough snow for snow skiing and snowboarding. And now it's time to start making our steep ascent. I'll speed it up by 8 times. No, I was not driving this fast. You'll notice that trees are quickly left behind as we rise above the tree line. You can see along this area how high the snow was that had to be plowed to open the road. And then we finally make it to the top and park. There's not much on top, just a weather station, a train station, and some souvenirs and snack bar. The wind's still blowing very hard. When we left the bottom, it was blowing so hard rocks were kicking up and breaking windshields, so it has calmed down some, and that's why we were able to go all the way to the top. This is the weather station. We're now almost 3 miles high above sea level, 14,110 feet, and it's mainly just rock on top. You can see how high the snow is from Deborah. The Summit House has been here for years, and we both don't stay outside too long. We're starting to feel the altitude very greatly, and so we grab a few souvenirs and some donuts for snacks, and then it's time to head back out. Actually, the view going down is better than coming up because you can see the valleys which would have been below you and behind you as you came up. And so we'll be going about 4x on the way down and not show it all. On the way down the steep slopes, you use your low gears to use as a brake and not your brakes, or they'll overheat. But some people don't know that, and so they check your brake temperature just to make sure your car isn't overheating and about to lose its brakes. Here's some of the equipment they use for clearing the roads. We'll eat lunch here, and then we'll head on down the rest of the road to get to the Garden of the Gods. At first, Deborah thought she may stay down at the visitor center while I drove up, but she decided to go.
We did it.
Deborah did it. Yay, Deborah did it.
We survived the drive.
You got the t-shirt to prove it.
Up there in the distance, that's Pikes Peak. We were up on top of that just a few hours ago, and you can still see the summit hut up there